Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I know I look very festive today with this red lip, which I never wear, and this warm and cozy sweater, but today's dish makes me feel warm and cozy inside, and it is the ultimate comfort food. Today's dish I'm making is chicken pot pie. My recipe is super easy. Anybody can make it, and it is absolutely perfect for the holidays. So stay tuned for the recipe. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I share recipes twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. Like this video if you enjoyed today's recipe, and now let's get cooking. So let's start with all of our ingredients, guys. And you can see I've already seasoned some chicken breast here. Let me show you real quick how I season this. So for the chicken, I have 3 chicken breasts here, and I've already cleaned them and washed them with vinegar and lime, and I cut them into chunks like this. And to this I'm going to add some red chili flakes, and all of these seasonings are about half a teaspoon, guys. And I have dried parsley, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then just some salt. And now I'm just going to mix everything up. So here's my chicken. I'm going to let this sit for a couple of hours in the fridge to let it marinate. And now on to the other ingredients. I have salt here that you're going to use to your taste. 1/4 cup of butter or 4 tablespoons. I have pre-made puff pastry here. Guys, please make your life easier, especially around the holiday season, and just get this pre-made stuff. It's really excellent already. And I'm going to use 1 of these sheets. I have some red pepper flakes. I'm going to grate in my white sauce, some nutmeg, black pepper, dried parsley flakes, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I have 4 cloves of garlic here and 1 medium-sized onion that I'm going to chop. Then I have some heavy cream and just some milk for my white sauce. And this 1 egg is just for the egg wash for the pastry before we put it in the oven. And I completely forgot to mention my veggies. So I have 1 cup of frozen corn here, and also 1 cup of frozen green peas and carrots. So go ahead and add in some oil to a frying pan here, or a saute pan, and let that heat up for a little. And once your oil has heated up, you just want to add in your seasoned chicken. And you just want to let this cook till all of its natural juices have evaporated and it kind of starts to brown up. And just let this cook on medium-high heat. You can already see that the chicken has changed its color. It's cooking away, and this is only going to take a few minutes, guys. And it smells really good in here. Look how nicely seasoned our chicken looks, guys. And this is pretty much cooked. I'm not really going to brown it like that because it doesn't really make a difference. We're going to add the white sauce in here anyway. So at this point, you just want to turn your heat to medium-low. I'm going to add in my frozen veggies. So I have my green peas and carrots, and also my frozen corn. And just toss everything. I'm also going to add in about 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of water. And you just want to let this cook together. It's already coming together really nicely. So I'm going to turn this to medium-low, as I said, and then you just want to cover it for about 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes of cooking, guys, this is what my chicken and veggies look like. And I'm just going to cover this and put this to the side and move on to making the white sauce. So in a deep pot like this, you just want to add in a little bit of oil of your choice, and then add in 4 tablespoons of butter. This is definitely not a recipe for people who are on a diet, guys. But, you know, holiday season is all about comfort food. And once your butter has melted pretty much, you want to add in your onions and garlic. And just mix everything up. And you just want to let these come to like a translucent color. And once the onions turn translucent like that, you want to add in your spices. So I have black pepper, dried parsley, red chili flakes. I'm going to grate in fresh nutmeg. That's enough. That's about a 1/4 teaspoon, I would say. And just mix everything up. And after you add in your spices, you want to go ahead and add in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And you want to cook the flour so the rawness of the flour can cook away. You definitely don't want to eat raw flour, guys. And then after about 30 seconds, go ahead and add in all of your milk. Also add in your heavy cream. I'm adding about 1/2 cup. And at this stage, also add in your salt to taste. I added about a teaspoon. And you want to let this come to a boil till it starts to thicken. As you can see, guys, our sauce has gotten really creamy and it's getting thick. And I'm letting this cook on a low heat just so it doesn't overboil or spill. And the trick to knowing that your white sauce or bechamel sauce is pretty much done, when you swipe your finger across your spoon and you can see the bottom of the spoon. And now I'm just going to add the chicken and the vegetables right into the sauce. And then you just want to mix all of your ingredients together. And this looks absolutely beautiful, guys. So once this is all mixed, I'm now going to prep my pastry. And then we're going to put this in the oven. So you want to take out one of your pastry sheets from the package. And on a clean counter, you want to dust some flour on here. And then I'm just going to gently roll this out. And you want to be very gentle with your pastry sheet, not to make it thin or anything. So guys, I'm going to be using little baking dishes like this. You can obviously use a big baking dish and just put everything in there and just cover it with the pastry. But I'm just using these little ones just to make it a little bit more personalized, and they'll be portioned properly. So if you're serving it to your guests, how cute are these? You can use smaller ramekins also and just serve it in these. And it's just a really great way to serve it to your guests. So I'm just going to take this baking dish and lay it upside down, and then with a knife you just want to go around it like this very gently and cut the pastry around it. Just like that. And then you'll have your pastry ready to put on top of the baking dish. So I'm just going to do the rest of these. And by the way, guys, I've already preheated my oven to 350. So before you start prepping your pastry, you want to turn that on. And in this baking dish, I'm just going to add in my creamy chicken and vegetables. And you just want to fill that up. So now I've already poured my chicken mixture into my baking dishes. And now I'm just going to take the pastry cutouts that I made and just going to cover that. And you want to make sure to just lock everything in by pressing the pastry dough down. And then what I'm going to do is just make a few holes so the pastry doesn't like bubble up. And then I have some egg here mixed with a little bit of milk, just a drizzle of milk. And then you want to do your egg wash just like that. Just brush the egg mixture on top. And the egg mixture will just help it get really golden brown on top and kind of shiny also. And I'm going to do the rest of them now. So if you're going to be making smaller sized chicken pot pies, you want to take a baking tray like this and just line it with some foil. And then I'm just going to place all of my little baking dishes over here. That way there's no spilling and it's easy cleanup for your oven. So there go all of my chicken pot pies. They look so beautiful And I'm going to let these bake for about 20 minutes or so, but I'm going to keep an eye out on them. But make sure not to open your oven door because you really want your pastry to cook properly and also let it brown. Do you see these bad boys, guys? Look how amazing and perfect these are. And I'm just going to take these out of the oven. And I actually baked these at 400 degrees, guys. I know I said 350 degrees, but the pastry needs to cook at 400 degrees. Look at that, guys. Look at that. They're nicely golden on the top. The creamy chicken mixture is bubbling away, you can see. I think that's the one I'm going to call dibs on. And these look beautiful. So on to taste testing, guys. Look at that guy. Let's see. It is very hot. I don't want to burn my tongue. Look at that. Definitely burnt my tongue, but it is so good. Let's get some of that chicken. Super tender, so flavorful. This dish is absolutely perfect for the holidays. So the rest of that is my lunch for today, and I'm gonna go enjoy that. So I want you to like this video and leave a comment for me down below and let me know how you enjoyed today's recipe. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves.